Hi, this is an update, and it's kind of inspired by a comment that was left that asked me how I did it. I wouldn't give myself that much credit. I wouldn't. And here's why. You're going to have your ups and downs. It's like a roller coaster after the first month. You know, the one thing you got to keep in mind is that there's progress. If you look at my previous videos, you're going to see something a little bit different than what you're seeing right now. I was bad, and it was a constant. And you have your good days and your bad days. So yeah, I have a couple of good days, and then there's days that the zaps come back, and they're full force. And it seems like it'll never end. But that's not true. It will. You just have to have hope. And something I wanted to mention is that through this process, I've identified another enemy. And this enemy is stronger than Paxil, stronger than any other SSRI. It knows all your fears, your weaknesses, things that make you anxious, things that make you, upset. It can make or break you. It's the most intelligent enemy that you could ever face. And it's you. If someone was to tell me it's a state of mind, back when I was really suffering, I would have got mad. I would have wanted to strangle that person. It's like, you don't know what I'm going through. This is hell. But you know what? All you need is a little leverage. And I obviously am not doing well. The last couple of days have been a hard couple of days. I just didn't let it steal my optimism, my hope. As long as I can cling to that, I'll be okay. And I mean, there's moments where I'm like, hope is gone. I lost it. Magical streams, it just come out of nowhere. There's sometimes that you feel like you're a shell of a person walking around, and there's times that you feel like you're being electrocuted. You feel it in every step, and you could feel it as you're turning on lights and all this other stuff. It makes you feel like you're absolutely nutty. But remember that it's not forever. And it will get better. And tell yourself that. Don't let you overcome you. You can break or make yourself. And I've discovered that I could very well sink into the most ultimate depression within these last couple of days because of these zaps. I can let it tumble and take me right back down the rabbit hole. But I'm not going to. I'm going to fight. I'm going to do everything I can to resurrect the girl I used to be. Everything. Even if people think that this girl's eccentric, crazy, loony, whatever. Who I used to be has nothing to do with Paxil. Paxil was brought into my life because of a situation I was in that brought a lot of pressure, and a lot of people depended on me. But it wasn't who I was. I'm one of those people that, I have a lot of philosophical thoughts. It's what makes me me. And I'm sorry, I kind of like who I am. That person was numbed out by this SSRI. A flood of who I used to be has come back. Disorganized, little, or very organized inside my mind, but communicating it is a whole other ordeal. So you're going to see a lot of videos that have nothing to do with Paxil or depression because it's part of my personal therapy. And in it, I'm overcoming another thing, which is a big insecurity of mine. And that's what other people think. Are people going to think, that's why she's on Paxil? These philosophical thoughts. Why are you thinking them? Who cares? And da-da-da-da, you can't do anything about it, blah. Well, sorry. I'm content with who I was. And, sure, it's always been something that's bothered me. People are going to think I'm stupid, definitely loopy for, linking the two, philosophical and Paxil withdrawal, into one channel where you can make this assumption. I'm going to do it anyway. And in hope, snuck out a huge insecurity of mine of being judged, and also resurrect who I used to be and overcome the biggest enemy I've ever encountered, which is myself. So, a lot of it is in your mind. I mean, those physical symptoms, you can't do anything about them except write them out. But how are you going to cope is up to you. And there is a very strong enemy that stands in the way of you in reaching your goal. You are fighting something else. You are. And something a lot stronger, smarter, and definitely more terrifying than any other competitor could be. But it can be done. Because you can manipulate you. Anyway, I don't know, that was really weird. Probably to some people. Or it may have made sense to some people. I don't know. That's how I'm looking at it. And that's how I'll continue looking at it. Because that's what's right for me. If it works for someone else, let me know. You know? Let me know. Because the reason I'm even doing this is to A, help myself, and B, help someone else. Whoever it is. One person. I just need one person. And I won't feel like this was all in vain. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching. Take care.